Hello guys, have a nice day and thank you for watching English Caravan. Today is payo time. Okay guys, this is number 1. Okay, and this is the most common question na tinatanong po sa akin ng ilang followers ko na may mga asawa dito sa abroad. Okay, yun ay ang how to maintain the long distance relationships. Kasi alam po natin guys na this is one of the challenge nung mga couples. Okay, it's either boyfriend, girlfriend, or as in mag-asawa na talaga. Ito yung challenge, how could they maintain yung good relationship na nila even though they are far from each other. Okay, so alam naman po natin na there's a lot of distractions para masira po ang isang magandang relasyon. And one of which is yung, of course, malayo nga naman kayo, and then sometimes the time zone is really different. Okay, yung tipong yung oras ng tulog mo siya namang oras ng gising niya, so parang magkaibang mundo talaga kayo. And another one is of course nagiging busy na si Mr. o si Mrs. na nasa abroad at wala nang time para makipag usap o makipag-Skype sa asawa sa Pilipinas, and nagkakaroon ng malicious, alam mo yun, understanding yung kabiyak natin na nasa Pilipinas o yung partner natin o yung karelasyon natin sa Pilipinas with our Facebook post. Yung mga tipong ganun. So, paano nga ba natin mamimaintain ang isang long distance relationship ng mga OFWs? Is of course plan before the trip abroad. Siyempre of course alam po natin na how tough to make this decision na you have the boyfriend and girlfriend, or especially may pamilya ka na may asawa ka na, or masama nun yung bagong kasal pa lang kayo. I know and I understand that how hard it is to make a decision na yung isa sa inyo has to go and work abroad. Kaya guys, before pa kayo umalis, you should really have to plan. Okay? Ano ba yung mga adjustments na mangyayari? Okay? Sasama yung dalawa. Will the communication still be that very open? Or are you gonna use anong social networking site ang gagamitin nyo para to update each other? Or maaari nyo rin pagplanuhan anong what is the day that you will be assigning na magiging yun yung araw na mag-uusap kayo? Anong oras yung call? Something like that. So there should be a plan at least. Okay, I know na maaaring magkaroon ng changes later on kasi it depends on sa nature ng trabaho ng asawa mo o ng girlfriend o ng boyfriend mo sa abroad. Maaaring yung schedule niya was really different from yung napagkasundoan niyo una. So you have to be ready also for some revisions dun sa plano niyong una. And try to stick on that plan. Importante po kasi sa isang relasyon na maghihiwalay ng distance, okay, magkakalayo kayo ng distance, is of course to have at least a plan for each other. Hindi yung tipong pag alis mo, di bahala na, pag may time katawagan mo, pag hindi, hindi, okay lang. I think hindi maganda yon. So make sure guys that you have to talk and make a plan. Importante po yun. And make sure naman na both of you will agree on the plan na gagawin nyo, of course. And make sure na talagang gawin nyo yun. Follow what is your plans. Number 2 guys is of course you have to set specific times for regular appointments. Okay, we understand guys that yung bago ka pa lang di ba? So you have to understand yung work mo, adjust with your colleagues, and get a feel of your environment. Tandaan po natin na yung bagong dating na OFW dito sa abroad, mag-a-adjust pa yan. So you have to understand them. Okay? Give them time to adjust on everything. Hindi yung tipong kakakarating niya pa lang dito, gusto mong mangyari, tatawag ka agad siya sa'yo, ang dami ka ng demands, na bakit hindi ka nagpaparamdam. Guys, give them time. Kasi of course, mas mahirap po kasi na bagong salta pa lang yung mahal nyo sa buhay dito sa abroad. And he has to, makikisama siya sa lahat ng tao, sa bahay na titirhan niya, mag-a-adjust sa kultura, sa panahon, para sa sa season dito, sa kung ano-ano pa. So, just make sure na you have to understand them during their first days, di ba? Or 1 month. Kasi mag-a-adjust pa yan. And then later on, then, once na nakapag-adjust na siya, for sure, you have to go back to your first plans, di ba? Kung kailan kayo mag-uusap. Kasi during the time na maayos na niya ang sarili niya rito sa abroad, doon yun na ma-finalize yung plano nyo as couple. Na, okay, mahal, since may laptop naman ako dito, at ito yung oras normally ng uwi ko, pwede tayong, if you are available also on that time, pwede tayong mag-usap before I'm going to go to bed. Hindi mo ganun, or before I go to work. Or, malalaman pa, finalize nyo na, teka, allowed ba yung asawa mo o yung boyfriend, girlfriend mo na naka-online while on duty? Yung tipong ganun, hindi yung tipong ikaw, dyan sa Pilipinas, makapag-message ka lang, gusto mo right away, may sagot siya sa'yo, hindi nga siya allowed gumamit ng phone. Okay, kahit na may internet pa. So, you have to talk, guys. Communication is really important. Number 3 is, of course, retain independence but honor trust. So, guys, tandaan niyo po ng isang relasyon kapag wala pong trust. Labo-labo na po yan. Because, kahit ano pang gawin mo, kahit ano pang ipakita mo, kahit ano pang sabihin mo, kung wala na yung trust, wala na pong silbi yan. Okay, kasi hindi na siya maniniwala sa'yo. So guys, it should be part of your communication, okay, as couple, na binibigay ko sa yung trust ko, okay, to go and work abroad. Kaya sana, wag mo namang sirain yon. So guys, one tip po na may share ko dito is of course, since binigyan ka na ng trust ng partner mo, okay, to do things, kasi nga malayo ka naman sa kanya you can do the usual things, okay? You can go to the mall, you can watch movies in the cinemas, you can do things na gusto mo, but not the things na it will lead you into betrayal of the trust. Na huwag sanang mapunta dun sa masira mo yung tiwala sa'yo ng kapartner mo sa Pilipinas. Then guys, as much as possible, if you could avoid things yung makipagkita ka sa mga ex mo o sa mga taong nalilink sa'yo at makikita of course ng partner mo sa Pilipinas na may picture kayo together sa Facebook, hindi ho nakakatuwa yun. Okay? But, guys, there are some situations, sinasabi ko before, na not be so honest. For example, accidentally, nasa party ka, and then nakita mo yung ex mo doon, wala namang nangyari, better na wag mo nang i-share. Di ba? Kasi hindi rin naman nakakatulong mas lalo mo lang pahihirapan yung partner mo na nasa Pilipinas. So, if you have that trust, okay, di ba, aware ka naman, alam mo naman ang totoo na wala talagang hindi magandang nangyari, I think no need to share. Yung mga ganong klaseng sitwasyon. And, ano pa ba? Dahil magkaiba kayo ng tawag nito, ng lugar, you also have to do the same thing dun sa partner mo sa Pilipinas. Give them also independence, do their things, okay? For example, they can go back to the hobby that they like. Di ba? Gusto nila ng dancing, or ng painting, or ng arts, o ng kung ano pa mang mundo nila before na hindi pa kayo magkasama. Di ba? Now, it's their time to focus on to improve their skills. Hindi pang ganon. So, importante ho yun na at least while two of you are away from each other, you will improve, okay, as a person on your own. Di ba? Magandang idea yon. Number 4, guys, is of course, plan a time to meet each other. Okay, hindi ibig sabihin na magmi-meet kayo ng physical. Di ba? Magkalayo nga kayo Okay, it means, guys, that you should have a schedule to meet each other. So, like minimension ko kanina, maaari po yung Facebook chat, pwede kayo Skype, or long distance call. Importante yung may schedule kayo doon. And for me, guys, I don't really suggest na halos araw-araw na ginawa ng Diyos kayo nag-uusap o maya-maya na lang nag-uusap. Kasi po, yung tendencies is, magkaiba kayo ng mundo and maybe, mauubusan ka ng topic na mapag-uusapan. And yung isa sa inyo might feel na parang you're not interested to talk to him anymore. Ganun kasi yung magiging feeling niya. But, hindi niya naiintindihan na ano pa sasabihin ko sa'yo, we are talking almost every day of our life. So, magiging boring na, di ba? Parang napag-uusapan nyo na lang yung tungkol sa kapitbahay nyo, yung mga nakakatawang mga bagay-bagay sa paligid, na sometimes, lalo na pagpagod yung isa, and then you're just talking about other people. So, parang magiging useless yung conversation yun at maaaring mapunta yun sa pag-aaway, di ba? Kasi nga, irritable na yung isa. So, I suggest guys that you have a plan to have that conversation. So, let's say, you have at least, kunyari, make sure that every Sunday may usapan kayong dalawa. Okay? Yung tipong, at least, ipon yung gusto mong sabihin sa mahal mo, na you'll be excited to have a conversation with her or with him. Kasi naipon ay, may mga good news ako sa iyo, mahal. Alam mo ba? Ganyan-ganyan. So, you can talk about yourself, and you should also talk about things sa inyong dalawa. Diba? So it will be interesting na pag-usapan. Hindi yung tipong, puro yung katrabaho ko na lang. So parang, hello, nag-usap tayo para sa ibang tao. So that's useless. And hindi siya magandang topic na pag-usapan yung ibang tao. Okay? Five guys is of course, do something out of unusual. Pwede pong maging sweet sa maraming paraan. Diba? Kahit nasa ibang bansa kayo, you can send flower to your wife sa Pilipinas, especially during special occasions. Valentine's Day or her birthday, or even without occasion. Just surprise her. Diba? Pwede namang tumawag. May mga paraan. You can call a friend na bilang siya ng flower. Tapos sulatan. Diba? You have your love notes for your wife. Yung tipong ganon. Pwede po yun. Or you can even like make a video of your pictures together na may mga sweet lines, yung mga tipong ganon. You can share it in Facebook. Di ba? Para maramdaman niya na, I am really important to this guy or for this girl kasi nga nagagawa niyang yung mga ganitong bagay. And another one is you can also like record your harana. Di ba? You can make video via YouTube. Gawin mo lang na private. Okay? Na kayong dalawa lang nakakapagbukas nun. Or you can also make it like public kung medyo maganda talaga yung boses mo. And then share the link to her para makita niya na kinakantahan mo siya. Pagdating ng araw, ang iyong buhok ay puputi na rin. Sabay tayong mangangarap ng nakaraan sa atin. Makuha mo pa kayang ko ka na't yakapin. Ito yung ganon. Ang daming paraan, actually guys, how to surprise your loved ones para naman maging masaya naman yung araw nila na yung hindi mo kailangan gumastos ng sobra. Okay? So, sana po makatulong to. Kasi di ba parang for you to exert effort for these things, you're just showing na talagang special ang taong to para sa'yo, di ba? Okay. Number 6 guys is of course, you have to discuss long-term plans. Okay. For example, hanggang kailan ka ba talaga mag-abroad? Okay. So, let's say, mahal, since malaki naman yung natatanggap kong sahod dito, and I think, let's say, 2 years contract kasi kami, I think yung maiipon natin is not yet enough. So, baka mag-extend pa ako ng 1 more contract. So, that's total of 4 years. Yung tipong maganon, you have to include your partner on your plans. Di ba? Para maramdaman niya na hindi siya yung hindi importanteng tao na dahil magkalayo kayo, parang he's not part of your plans anymore. So, you have to inform her or you have to include her in your decision makings. Then, maaari din isama mo yung kunyari, is there a plan of like bringing her here abroad soon? Yung tipong ganon na you are eligible na magpadala ng asawa mo dito sa ibang bansa. Maaring ganong bagay pwede nyo mapag-usapan yun. Or let's say, you're like, kailan yung plano mong pag-settle down sa Pilipinas? You have to discuss that to her. Para yung, kumbaga, you have like a plan together. Diba? Hindi yung tipong everything na nangyayari ngayon na you are away from each other is not just to make this thing happen na magkalayo kayo. But, there should be an end. Okay? Na, teka mahal, o sige, 2 years lang, settle down na ako. Okay? for sure enough na to para makapag-business tayo sa Pilipinas. There should be a plan. Yung tipong at least yung asawa mo sa Pilipinas, hindi yung hanggang kailan kaya ako maghihintay, Chasaro. Ano? Hanggang kailan kaya ako maghihintay, Tita Charo. Yung tipong ganon. Kasi baka magaya ka sa ibang asawa na pag-iwanan sa Pilipinas, inabot na ng 10 taon, 15 years, 20 years, naiwanan lang siya mag-isa. Hindi dapat ganon. Huwag nyo dapat paramdam sa mga partner nyo sa Pilipinas ay, dyan ka lang. Standby ka lang and wait for me. Parang tipong ganon. So, give them like an assurance kung hanggang kailan ka na lang talaga sa Pilipinas or anong plano mo sa inyong dalawa. There should be a long-term plan na napag-uusapan yung dalawa. Number 7, guys, is of course, you have to anticipate bumps along the way. Of course, kasama po sa relasyon yung mga problema. Okay, kahit nga yung magkasama nagkakaroon ng mga problema. So, how much more kung if you are in a long-distance relationship. So, meron talagang problema kayong may encounter as couple. So, you have to be ready for that, guys. You have to talk na, mahal, if ever mangyari sa atin ganito. For example, alam natin na yung family ng guy is hindi ganun kaboto sa atin, or yung family ng girl may gustong iba para sa kanya, o yung ex ng partner mo hinahabol pa rin yung mahal mo until now. Yung may mga ganong situation. So you have to be ready, guys, na if in case may mga misunderstanding na ganito, you have to have this agreement na kailangan pag-usapan natin. Hindi yung tipong kung may naririnig tayo hindi maganda, pinaniniwalaan na lang natin kagad yung ibang tao. So guys, you have to have a promise to each other na pag nagkaroon ng mga ganitong problema, kailangan yung pag-usapan. Kasi kadalasan kung ano yung mga issues, okay, yung mga issues na hindi naaayos, kadalasan lumalaki yun. Yung tipong pinapasawalang bahala mo na lang. So magiging malisyosa ka na lang tuloy sa lahat-lahat ng bagay. Kasi nga may pagdududa ka, hinayaan mo lang. So better na, kunyari may konting nararamdaman kang problema sa inyong dalawa, better to open and talk to your partner. Na di ba na, mahal, huwag ka sanang ma-offend ha, pero feeling ko kasi parang ganito ganyan. So totoo ba to? Of course, you will be the person na pagkakatiwalaan ko una kaysa sa ibang tao. So guys, alam kong mahirap po gawin yun, to trust somebody na pinagdududahan mo na. But then, at least you will know yung side of his or her story. Diba kaysa sa paniwalaan mo yung taong lalo na para sa'yo, napaka-liable, reliable. Diba? It's still better to get his stories or her story bago ka mag-conclude into a decision. Diba? So, importante po yan. Okay? For number 8 is, of course, you have to pray together. Sabi nga nila, wala daw magiging successful o magtatagal na relasyon if we didn't put God in the center of or in the middle of our relationship. So, napaka-importante ho yun na both of you knows how to pray. Kasi kailangan nyo ipagdasal na para mawala yung fears nyo, yung doubts nyo, yung na mag-exist yung unfaithfulness sa bawat isa. You have to pray for your partner also na sana maalala niya ako na may nagmamahal sa kanya rito. Tama ba sinasabi ko? So, kasi guys, through prayers, you believe that there are things na may magandang mangyayari sa inyong dalawa. At least. Because you prayed for it. Kasi mahirap kasi yung tipong umalis siya Diba? You are away from each other. You wouldn't know what will happen. Kasi diba, of course, maraming tukso sa paligid. Merong ang tukso na magkasama kayo Paano pa kayo magkahiwalay kayo? The more na mas maraming tukso yung maaligid-aligid lang, lalo na't may mga tinatawag na willing victim din. Okay? So guys, if you both of you are praying for your relationship, is at least yung lahat ng fear mo, lahat ng kaba mo, lahat ng mga masasamang bagay na tumatapos sa utak mo, mawawala because you believe that God is within your relationship Di ba? Kasi God is love. So, alam natin na priority ni Lord yung mga taong nagmamahalan. Okay? So, I think that's all for today, guys. Sana po, sa lahat po ng mga may ka-long distance relationship, guys, tandaan nyo po na, wait, let me recall this. Kasi one of my follower, sinabi to one time, I think I have to make sure na I am giving you the right lines na sinabi niya, which I really like. Sabi niya, okay guys wait for a while. Siguro, si JM po kasi, sobrang friend ko to. Ilang days na ba niya pinost yun? Or I just have to recall it myself. Come on, JM. Sana yung pinost mo. Okay. Alright, ito guys. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Don't tell me long distance relationship don't tell me that long distance relationship don't work. Because as far as I see, local relationships don't work any better. O, di ba? Kasi ganun talaga. Nako, if ito, last word is, the advantage, guys, of the two of you are, away from each other is also like a test of your trust and loyalty to each other. So you have to think of that advantage ng pagkakaroon ng long distance relationship. That at least, sa mga boyfriend-girlfriend pa lang, at least, nakilala mo na yung boyfriend mo o girlfriend mo before ka pa mag-commit into a longer commitment, which is yung pagpapakasal. And para sa mag-asawa naman, sakali mang hindi talaga mag-work, problema nga yun. It's because, lalo na kung may mga anak na kayo. So, kasama dapat yun sa plano na, kaya ko ba na dumating yung panahon na maghihiwalay kami or not? Para na yung mga anak namin yun, tipong ganun. So, dapat kasama yun sa usapan nyo. Okay? So, I think that's all for today, guys. Ayoko po talaga sa lahat yung mga naghihiwalay. Kaya I have this vlog today. Thank you guys! Regards po sa lahat po ng mga followers and viewers ko, mga friends ko sa Facebook. Good luck. Stay in love, guys. Ciao!